Hello, welcome back to my vlog, Just Jenny. I thought I'd do a video because I haven't done one in a little while, and I thought I'd post online for you guys to keep you seeing my content and to keep you coming to my channel. So this one I thought I'd do about eye contact. Now, I wanted to kind of dispel the myth where everybody says that autistic people aren't capable of giving eye contact, that we don't give eye contact to people, and that, we're always, like this, and we can't look at you and we can't interact with you properly. Now, I want to say that for me, I can give eye contact depending on the situation, the conversation, the person that I'm having a conversation with. There's lots of different factors as to how I can give eye contact. Now, obviously in an interview for a job or an interview in whatever circumstances, I will give eye contact even if I find it uncomfortable or it just makes me feel nervous or on edge. Obviously in those situations I will give eye contact because it is important that you communicate properly with the person who is interviewing you. Now, I always find it's really difficult. You might have noticed that I'm talking about eye contact to you guys, to the camera, but in a lot of my videos, I don't always look to the camera when I'm speaking. I'll look around and I'll look away, I'll look around the room. Sometimes I won't be looking wholeheartedly at you, I'll be looking wherever. And I do feel that sometimes when I'm having a conversation, I feel the need to look away and I have to look at something else, to take my mind off of it almost. I don't like conversations when the other person is kind of staring at you and making you feel uncomfortable. I've had that a couple of times now with different people, and that makes me feel really uncomfortable because I feel then that I am pressured to give that person the same eye contact that they're giving me. So staring directly at them, watching them, looking at them because they are looking directly and intently at me. So I feel then I need to give that eye contact. It does make me feel really uncomfortable, and I hate situations like that because I feel I am better when I look away. Sometimes people don't think that I'm listening to them when they're talking to me because they expect that eye contact when I'm looking away, or sometimes I'm sitting and I'm looking at my phone and just doing a colouring app on my phone, and that other person will be talking to me and they think she's not listening, but actually I am listening to everything you're saying, but I can't give you that eye contact that you are wanting, that you are needing. But it doesn't mean that I don't take everything in. It doesn't mean that I don't listen to you, because I do listen and I do respond appropriately. I think so. It's important to kind of realise that although some autistic people won't give you the eye contact, it doesn't mean that they're not listening. Likewise, I can give eye contact like I've said, but sometimes I feel it's so much easier to look away or concentrate on something else, but it doesn't mean that I'm not listening to you. I'm taking everything in because I just get so overloaded by the sensory overload of all the background noise of other people talking, maybe the lights that are too bright, maybe there's lots of visual information on the walls and things like that. So we are in a point where we're so overloaded with everything that conversation and the eye contact is one of those things that we think, you know what, I'm so overloaded right now, I can't do it. So therefore we'll use something else as our crutch to kind of take away that uncomfortable feeling, because sometimes it is kind of like a pain when somebody's talking to you and they want you to have that eye contact constantly in that conversation. It is kind of like a pain because I always feel really, really uncomfortable to the point where I think, right, I need to look away. But then I think if I break that communication, that the way we're looking at each other, if I break that, they'll think, oh, she's not concentrating, she's not taking any of this in, we need to repeat that, or maybe we need to put it in simple terms. But that's not the case. It's just the fact that too much eye contact makes me feel really uncomfortable. I would much rather look away, look around the room, or look at my phone, or maybe I'm reading a book. Sometimes you can find me anywhere in my house reading a book. And just because you start a conversation with me and I'm still reading, it doesn't mean that I'm not listening to you, and it doesn't mean that I'm not going to respond to you, because I will. But I just don't feel that I need to give that eye contact constantly. But don't ever feel like a person is rude for not giving you the eye contact. I know that it's kind of drilled into us, you know, kind of, you know, big school, secondary school, it's kind of drilled into us, you know, eye contact is important when communicating with people. But for autistic people, sometimes eye contact is a complete nightmare and it's a no-no. So just bear in mind that if a person isn't giving you the eye contact, or they can't, or they don't want to give you the eye contact, don't automatically assume that that person is rude, that they are not listening to you, because I promise you, we are listening. But there is just so much going on around us, in the environment around us, that maybe the eye contact is the least of our worries. So I just wanted to say that although some autistic people cannot give eye contact for different reasons, that not all of us feel that we can't give you the eye contact. It's just very limited, and each person is an individual, and you cannot treat every single person the same. If you've met one person who's autistic, it doesn't mean you've met everybody who's autistic. We all are different. We've all got different traits. We've all got different quirks. We've all got different ways of communicating, or just different things about us, and that's what makes us really quite unique, I think. And at the end of the day, me, myself, and I can only speak for myself, you know, but me, myself, I find now I'm learning to love my uniqueness. I'm learning to love the little quirks about myself, and I'm learning to just be me. And whatever that is, however that presents, I'm learning to be me and to love me for me. So if I can't give you the eye contact, don't ever think I'm just ignoring you. I would never ignore anybody. I do find though, with eye contact, I don't like having face-to-face conversations. I prefer more, I've said this before in a different vlog of mine on my channel, I prefer more social communication and interaction that way. I think a lot of autistic people prefer the contact on social media, because you don't have to see a person, you don't have to be face to face, you don't have to give that person eye contact. You can explain your feelings fully and clearly in social media, in emails, in messages, texts, whatever. And I find that is exactly the same for me. But I just wanted to make this really quick, really short video about eye contact, just to disband the myth of autistic people cannot give eye contact, because the majority of us, we can, for different lengths of time, different periods of time, and obviously we all, like I say, have our own quirks and our own ways of doing things, and yes, it might be different, but let's celebrate being different and let's celebrate our differences. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope it makes sense to you. If you do have any questions, then please drop me a message, leave a comment in the comments box, or you can find me on Facebook as Just Jenny. Go like my page, go like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and I guess I will see you guys very soon. See you later.